Untitled Spirit. Proposition team, same purpose. And opposition team, unbridled spirit, never die. So let's start the debates.
Hello, dear judges, dear audience, dear opponents. My name is Lalita, and I'm the first speaker of proposition team, same purpose team. And today our motion is this house is lack of heroes nowadays. I will start with giving you our criteria, then give you some definitions, and then go to our case. So our criteria is avoiding imitation of being a hero. Nowadays, that means that heroes are physically living now. And now I'll give you some definitions that we use in our motion. Heroism, heroic conduct with high purpose or attaining a noble end. And hero is a person who will be remembered in history and who is doing something that will become an example for future generations. Where are our heroes now? How would our world differ with such heroes as Zeus, Hercules, or Beethoven as role models to guide us in the right direction? Changes deem that society's safety and evil-free environment with no three-headed monsters or evil creatures to interfere with our lives would finally exist. However, the world we live in today doesn't contain the fictitious heroes of that stature anymore. Hero is a person that contains such characteristics as courage, strength, wisdom, honesty, and of course morality. A hero possesses any of these traits yet. More commonly, it also describes objects of little importance. Through the world's overuse, hero has lost its meaning and has also lost its value to people in today's society. So our first argument is to be a hero, you have to be a divine. Hirdal said, I was in uniform for 4 years, and I know that heroism doesn't occur from taking orders, but rather from people who through their own will, power and strength are willing to sacrifice their lives for an idea. Not everybody can be a hero. Just wearing a uniform doesn't mean that you are a hero. To be a hero means you step across this line and are willing to make a sacrifice. So heroes always are making a sacrifice. Heroes always take a risk. Heroes always doing something that most people don't. So not everybody of us can be a hero. Of course, we're doing something good for other people, but is it really the meaning of our hero? And our second argument is heroism is not in only the man, but in the occasion. Any common person placed in uncommonly difficult circumstances who displays uncommonly noble character. For example, the Great Patriotic War. We had all grandfathers and grandmothers who fight for the liberty of our country. But if it really means that every person was a hero, a patriotic person, as with our team thinks no. Because when the war happened, every everybody was fighting for the main goal, and but that doesn't mean that they are heroes. Somebody went to war just because the government said to them, and but we still call them heroes. So.
Point, please.
Okay.
So now you say that the persons who sacrificed their lives during the Second World War are not heroes. It's a bit contradiction with your definitions.
I said that hero is a human that sacrifices, but men who went to Great Patriotic War, they didn't make a sacrifice. It wasn't their own desire. Sacrifice, it means that you want to that means that you want to do it yourself, but not the government says to you doing it. And let us never forget that hero is a person who is doing something that in future will become an example. And our criteria is avoiding imitation of being a hero.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Medvedev, and I'm the first speaker of the opposition team Untitled Chapter. Here is Joanna Stoyan on the second one, and Dmitry Kapran the third one. Also, Joanna Stoyan will make a reply. So, today we are here to debate on the very important motion as this house feels like of heroes nowadays. And first, I would like to start with our definition of the word hero, because we disagree with the opposition team. So, a hero is a person, typically a man who is admired or idolized for outstanding achievements or noble qualities. So, we mean this definition that any person could be a hero by his outstanding achievements and outstanding work. Our criteria is that everyone is a hero, but not everyone acts heroic. Under these words, we mean that there are many heroes in our world, but not all of them act heroic and say that they are heroes. No, they don't walk on the street and say, "Hey, man, look at me, I'm a hero." They are not so many. Not everyone acts heroic. Let's get down to our first argument. Our first argument is that heroes reveal through the profession. Under these words, we'd like to say that there are a great number of heroic professions, and there are a great number of heroes in these professions. For example, let's take a doctors, a firefighters, a policeman. They all are heroes, and safe ones also. And now I will give some examples to prove our position. So the first example is Nikolai Amosov. It's a well-known surgeon who saves a lot of lives because of his invention. He invented artificial walls for heart, and because of this invention, surgeons all over the world could make an operation on the heart and save people's lives. And that's why he is a hero nowadays. Also, University established a special prize of Nikolai Amosov, which awarded like persons that make a special scientific works in the field of like cardio surgeons. So also like another like a professional hero is like a criminal. It's just a typical man that like works in a police. He is like in a special force of Russian Federation, and there were like such occasions when like special forces were called to fight with like a psychopath. This psychopath was armed with a pistol and a grenade, and so when this psychopath saw that he fights with a special force of Russian Federation, he threw the grenades on the ground, and Oleg Akhimenko immediately saw this and forced himself on the grenade, and so he like saved the lives of his friends, of his colleagues, and of citizens that were there. That's why also like everyone is it's also proves that everyone is a hero, but not everyone acts heroic. So now let's get down to our second argument. So our second argument is volunteers are everyday heroes. And in this case, I'd like to say that there are a lot of volunteers that may sacrifice like their times, maybe health, or some other things to help another person. And they do it like for free because they want to help, and this help also like a heroic help, because some volunteers like make really great things. So, and to prove this, I would like to like represent such a volunteer as Mother Teresa. She is like a prizer, Nobel Peace Prizer, and also she is a Catholic now, and she popularized like the ideas of volunteers. So she helped people in Africa and in many other countries, and do it for free. And that's why she likes a hero, because she made really great things. And also, like the September the 4th of this year, she was canonized. So now she is like a saint. Now she's like a saint by the Catholic Church. In the end, like of my speech, I want to say that all these persons they are heroes, and they all like prove that there are a lot of heroes, but none of them are well known in the world, and so everyone is a hero, but not everyone acts heroic, as our criteria says. So, and there are also like very popular quotations, such as there is a beautiful TRP signal on his chest, but no one no longer knows anything about them. So this means also that not every heroes are famous in our world. And also about counter-argumentation of the line of our opponents. So a bit we see a contradiction in their words with like the meaning of the word hero, because firstly there's the definitions. The hero is the man who sacrificed something, and then there's what telling about men and women who like was during the Second World War sacrificing their lives and but they call them not a hero. So it's a big contradiction in the way of our opponents. So, also. We want to notice that the main quality of a hero is his deed, but not the memorizing in history. Thank you for your
Hello everyone, my name is Dasha and I'm the second speaker of proposition team. And I'd like to start with counter-argumentation on our opponent's case and then go back to our case. So let me start. Our dear opponents claim that being a hero is being admired or idealized for some qualities. And then they told us that being a hero doesn't mean being memorized and so on. And if they want to state about contributions in our team, let us state about their contributions. So, their first argument sounds like this. Being a hero is connected with profession. And we'd like to state that we have a great problem in our generation. A problem that people who are actually making some normal things are admired and admitted like heroes, but we don't believe that doing something you are paid for is being a hero. And talking about maybe our dear opponents didn't listen for us very carefully, because as we told you before, having a hero nowadays means having a hero right now. And they've told some examples of people who are dead right now. For example, Mother Teresa and Anosov, who were dead. And talking about firemen and policemen, their profession is saving people's life. It doesn't make them heroes, but yeah.
Do you believe that those people chose their professions with a sober mind, so they knew what they wanted?
You don't know what do they want if they choose some profession. Everyone has some different reasons, and maybe they just didn't have any choice when they have chosen this profession. Maybe their parents told them, maybe their friends, we cannot what they wanted to do. And second argument is sounds like this: volunteers are heroes. But we strongly believe that not everyone can become a hero. Because a hero is a single one, not the majority of people, but only men who acts like others don't. And hero is a man whom you can look at and say, he is a hero, I want to do like this. So if people are doing some thing that they can be considered as a heroes, so it means that people memorized their deeds, and those deeds were not like profession, not like being a volunteer, but doing something that others wouldn't. So, and talking about some things, yes.
Can you answer the question, what is the main importance in heroes? What they did or they memorize in future studies?
I didn't understand what you asked.
I can repeat.
Okay.
What is the main feature of their life? What did they did, or if they remembered for a long time?
Okay, I understood. If you are a man and you have a choice to go by one side or by another, and if the majority of people would go by one, you would choose another, and it means that you are a hero, doing something that others don't, as I told you before. So let me go to our case. Our third argument sounds like this: you have to be permanently written in history, and in our society there is a total lack of heroes, and now I'm going to explain you why. People just are following some not really correct ideas. Nowadays people just want to have good appearance, have a lot of money, and if children choose their education, their higher education, they just look at how much money will they have, and if they want to improve something, they just want to do it rather to be beautiful and pretty or to have enough money. And that's why the ideals are missed right now, and real heroes are really in lack, because we have examples of such great heroes in our past, but nowadays we just cannot.
One place.
Yes.
Is Hitler a hero in your mind?
What?
Hitler, is he a hero in your mind?
No, so what?
He's remembered for a long time.
Okay, this is discussion.
So, as we told you before, being a hero means doing some good thing that others would not. And that's why we don't say that Hitler is a hero because he is well memorized. But being known is one of hero's qualities. So, being a hero means doing some good things and doing it to be, not to be, but those heroes become an example for future generations and for generations they live in. So we'd like to state that not everyone can become a hero. If everyone could do it, heroism would just lose its meaning. So we'd like to state that nowadays there is a lack of people who would act like, for example, Mother Teresa, as our dear opponents claimed, as Nelson Mandela, as Jeanne d'Arc. So acting like a hero now is not something that really exists in enough quantity to make people see those heroes. So this is because of our generation's problem. And we just want to state that feeling lack of heroes is something that maybe everybody feel. It's really important to have right heroes in our generations, and admiring something because they are doing something admire someone because they are doing something they might do is not having a right choice of heroes. Being a hero, it has to be more higher than our opponent's claims, and we feel too little. We are, like machines. We just have wrong priorities and we follow wrong ideas. That's the problem of our generation. That's why we want to state that we really feel lack of heroes. And in our days, everyone is so busy to save themselves, to fighting for their own ideals, fighting for something they just have forgotten that being a hero is not doing something you must or something other can, but something that is different from other people, something that can be an example for other people. And nowadays we have to face the fact that heroes of nowadays are heroes of past generations, and that's why we feel a real lack of those people who would act like people from past, act like real heroes, not heroism about our dear opponents say. And talking about the war, about some that our dear opponent said that everyone in the war are heroes, but we strongly believe that those people just acted like they might act, and they if heroism means just taking part in the war, it means that everyone in the war are heroes, and we just disagree with this position because heroes are only individuals, not majorities. That's why heroes are example for us. That's why we should follow the heroes, because not everyone can do like they. And if almost all professionals, volunteers, our maybe mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, and teachers are heroes, so it's too much. It cannot be like this, and in our society there cannot be that much heroes. So, time's up? Yes. Yes. It was. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
gentlemen, my name is Joanna, and today we're here on this amazing tournament with this amazing motion, and this house believes that it feels lack of heroes nowadays, and we strongly disagree with this motion, and today with the help of our counter-arguments, with our amazing criteria, we are going to prove it. So, today with the structure of my speech, we are starting with counter-argumentation, and today I would like to start off with the third argument of our dear opponents. The thing is that their arguments sounds like have to be permanently written in history. By giving this argument, amazing arguments, to be honest, we can say that we've got statistics, we've got different facts that actually prove that we've got heroes nowadays that are written in history and that are all over the internet. Also, it's quite sad to know that our opponents have lost faith in humanity, have lost faith in everything. Like they're saying that we have no heroes, we lack of them, they're not much. It's sad because we don't lack of them. We've got quite a few. We've got actually a lot of them. We do not lack at all, and with the help of our arguments, we are going to prove it. So, our third argument sounds like this. Our parents are our heroes. And I would like to say that don't you think that our parents are our heroes? I mean, think about it. Your parents are ready. They sacrifice almost everything for you. It's kind of like, they're your heroes by instinct, that they have it in their, for example, genes to save you, to sacrifice their life. Isn't that heroes? I mean, thanks. In definition of our definition of heroes, it is a person, typically a man, who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. And basically, don't our parents do enough? Don't our parents have those outstanding achievements? Aren't they admired? Don't we admire our parents and idealize them? Basically, also, what else? There is an example, actually a brilliant example of this. For example, different videos. Internet is a huge deal. It gives us a lot of information, lots of sources of information. Sometimes, and that is why there is such a video that shows that our dads are our heroes. Basically, it's a video with a lot, I think there are 16 or so videos, but just as one example, that a dad is sleeping, for example, and a baby starts falling. Somehow, a parent, he starts saving the baby. For example, there was another one, baby rolling down a hill on a car. So basically, he thought, okay, why not? Let me just ride a bit where my dad says this place, but let me ride a bit lower. And he started rolling down. Down at the end was another baby. And what the father did was he saved the other baby by running so fast to catch it before the actual toy car hit it. So basically, I think that we are sure that is an act of heroism. I mean, you don't have to do much to be a hero. And there's this beautiful saying that says, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. The fact is that, yes, everyone is a hero, but not everyone acts heroic. And that is, my dear opponents, that's the sad part, is that you believe there are no heroes, but to be honest, all of us are heroes. It's just that we don't act heroic. So, our fourth argument is everyday heroes make new discoveries. With that being said, and especially going back to our old definition, which is a hero is a person, typically a man, idealized for outstanding achievements or noble qualities. To be honest, we've got so many people who make amazing discoveries every single day, and by going to amazing, let's just give an example of our Nobel Prizes, for where we got our information Nobel.prize.org. There was, for example, a Nobel Prize in Physics, where there were theoretical discoveries, and it was all in this year. There was Nobel Prizes in Physics, in Chemistry, in Philosophy, in Medicine, Literature, Peace, and, the fact is that Nobel Prizes are proof that heroes do exist, especially with our dear argument, everyday heroes make new discoveries. For example, what are Nobel Prizes? Nobel Prizes are people who have achieved something above all. So basically there was a competition between different heroes who have made different discoveries. There was a competition, but they chose the best. There are a lot. There are no ways you can say there are no heroes because there are a lot of them. So, we would like to state our case as well as, I'm just going to quickly give our dear judges a beautiful statistics. Okay, just here you go. So a school was asked to choose what is a hero for them. 20% of the people chose parents. 18%, 18.3%, they chose a soldier. 17% chose a teacher. 15% chose a stranger who just does something for another person they don't know. Then there was a nurse, 14.7%, someone who volunteers, a coach, and, for example, an unrecognized artist. So there is no proof of saying we have no proof that heroes don't exist because we've got them everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. And all these people who have, there was a whole school, there was a lot of people asked about this, lots of schools, different countries, asked who are the heroes, they chose these people. And who are these people? They are normal people. They are normal. A parent is a normal person. All of them are heroes. And that is why we absolutely agree that everyone is a hero, but not everyone acts hero. And with that being said, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Thank you.
I'm glad to play with you today in the final. By the way, it's my first great final in my life. And today our skills, the lack of heroes. Firstly, I will tell you our criteria about imitation to be a hero. And now I want to talk about the case of our dear opponents. You said that our parents are our heroes. But don't you think that if they take that responsibility to born a child, they should to educate it, to give him everything he or she needs? And for example, we should study, we should sit at school for hours every day. So are we real heroes because we are doing the things we should do? Now, currently there is a dilemma concerning a lack of heroes and its effect on modern youth. The people in general are guilty for causing the lack of heroes in our society. People enjoy fighting the flaws of the great as a way to believe that they do in fact fail to uphold the standards of imperfection. And in the Middle Age, it was an honor to serve to your country, to protect your beloved woman, and let's talk about that, about the serving to your country. Nowadays, some people are doing it not because they love their country, but they do that for the money. For example, the middle wage of military person in Russia is 53,000, and the middle wage of a teacher 14,000. And for example, the quantity of lonely women is rising every time. And why? That's because, maybe because of that we used to see in a man someone unique, someone that who will protect us. And but now we see some gangsters and guys who are talking, who are saying, so let's talk about stuff. And you girls, do you agree with me? Yes. A couple years ago, the administration of the Nobel Prize for Young Heroes voted American teenagers and found only half could name a personal hero. Superman and Spider-Man were named twice as often as Gandhi, Martin Luther King, or Lincoln. It's clear that our media make it all too easy for us to confuse celebrity with excellence. Or of the students who gave an answer, more than half named an athlete, a movie star, or musician. So now I want everyone to tell me, who is your hero? The hero who exists now. Girls, maybe Kim Kardashian, or guys, maybe Eminem. So we strongly believe that there is a lack of heroes nowadays. Thank you for your attention.
speaker of opposition team, and today we are debating on a really important motion. Sounds like this house feels lack of heroes nowadays, and we truly believe that we have a lot of them. And during my speech, I will firstly will refute argumentations of our opposite team. Then I will give our evidences, statistics, and facts to prove our point of view to our honorable judges. Firstly, our first counter-argument is existence of sacrificing leads to heroes. Speaking about one of the contradicted argument, to be a hero, you have to be denied. Now, we truly believe that people can be just an ordinary people who just sacrificing their lives without any crown on his head and without any fame, without any benefits for this person. And talking about the Great Patriotic War, you know, each soldier is a hero, and our first speaker gave an example, and I'll try to prove you why, because each person don't have any benefits from government. They were just fighting for their family, for their country, and just for the idea of well-being of the society, protecting their country as a patriot, as a hero. Another counter-argument about the definition of the word hero is a person permanently written in history. Does it so? It sounds in your third argument. A hero is a person who is permanently written in history. We truly believe that it doesn't so, and in spite of, we have a lot of examples of great heroes, ordinary men, and I will give you them next. Our, dear ladies and gentlemen, our first argument was something like heroes revealed through the profession. We mean that by choosing this or that profession, people make a heroic choice. Just let's remember the current situation connected with the famous Russian journalist of new paper killed in 2006. She is named Anna Politkovskaya, and she is remembered each October the 7th. She was trying by her life, by sacrificing her life, to report the important information to the society, and moreover she saved more than 250 people, soldiers, from Chechen prison. Isn't it great? Isn't it a hero of our time? I think yes. Another great example, teachers from schools in Beslan. Do you remember, yes, the terroristic act in Beslan, which happened on the 1st of September up to the 3rd of September in 2003. There was the teacher, we truly believe that they are heroes, and I'll explain you why. Their names are Lydia Alexandrovna Tselieva, a director. Even after she was injured by terrorists, she was still directing the children in the site of exit just to save their lives by sacrificing her own. Isn't she a hero, really? Yanis Kanidan, 74 years PE teacher. During all occupation, he was standing on his legs, just not sitting, not lying, just all the time to save the place for children, just to rest them during and to save them during this occupation. Terrorists wanted to release him, just letting him go home because they are not fighting with all men, with all people, but he stayed and protected children, standing just before the gunpoint and protecting all of these children. He was shot, unfortunately, during the rush of police. Yanis was trying to protect children from terrorists who came to kill all hostages. Another teacher, Alena Zueva, 28 years, young woman, we can say. She helped children to get away from school after a bomb injured her. Unfortunately, she died by the great. But isn't she a hero? And we can return to our criteria, which sound like everyone is a hero, but not everyone acts hero. They don't have the crown on their head. They just sacrifice life for the great future of society. Our second argument is volunteers are our everyday heroes. We mean that such great humans are helping to raise up moral values of modern society, to helping sacrificing their lives and time. Mother Teresa propaganded volunteership. She's a typical woman who became just famous because of sacrificing her life. She is in a history and she's a hero of modern time. It is her contribution in the development of modern society. As a result, increasing morality in the society. Donors who just sacrifice their blood for the people, they are also a hero, a volunteers. Yes, please.
Take money for this.
Do you think that it's only the purpose, just sacrifice their blood, just only earn money? Do they have a profession? Do you think that this money are only for their existing? No, it's just a little benefit to encourage them in future, which really believe so. Another example of such a great person, just an ordinary girl. Let's remember the situation. I think you remember from the news, mass media. During the trip on a lake in Karelia called Semyozero, a tragedy happened. A boat crashed and children began sunk, but not all of them. Because the great girl, she's name is Yulia Korol, she 13 years old girl saved more than 30 of children who were sunk. Isn't she a hero? Only because of mass media she became famous, but just she was sacrificing her life for the safety of another person. But still, she, as an ordinary girl, she's studying in school, but she is a hero, and it's true. Also, give an example about each of us is an example. Your example, I'm an example of parents, just a hero, because they are sacrificing their life, just for our prosperity, for our success. Just we are studying English, we are entering the great universities because of their contribution during all our life. And it's so. Let's remember people from Children's House. Also, it's great Russian quote, but it really shows the situation nowadays. This beautiful TRP, a sign on his chest, but no one no longer knows anything about him. It is a person from the history who saved from the fire women. What about them? It proves that there are heroes nowadays and we don't feel like them. Thanks a lot.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. My name is Jana and I'm going to be making today's live speech. Okay, brilliant. Today I would just like to thank you so much for everyone who has been in this amazing tournament. Thank you so much for our opposing team, by being our opposing team. It was amazing playing with you, to be honest. Okay, today I would like to start off with, we've had such an interesting game and it was filled with lots of clash points, and that's why today we are going to show those clash points and actually prove our position and why we are sure that we don't need to feel like heroes nowadays, because we've got actually a lot of heroes nowadays. Today we've got a lot of questions about volunteers. You know, there's such an amazing thing, internet, and obviously, of course, I've been saying this not once or twice, but all of us have, Instagram, all of us have all those things, and when you click on the search button, you obviously see some videos. In those videos are just people, normal people, taking videos of other people doing amazing things, just doing wonderful things, outstanding work. For example, the different art that we see, for example, the different creations that they make. All of this is by our definition, by our amazing definition, a hero. And that is a person, typically a man, who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, and noble qualities. And let me just tell you, dear ladies and gentlemen, that today, here, we've got a huge group of heroes right in front of us because you have achieved outstanding achievements by being in this tournament, by playing amazing games, and that is why especially we would like to tell our opponents that they shouldn't be sad that there are no heroes because here they are. You are heroes, my dear ladies. So, today, of course, we have given you the most amazing statistics of heroes, and that is why we want to tell you that, as you can see, parents, soldiers, teachers, yes, dear ladies and gentlemen, you, our dear judges, our teachers, and strangers who do something for the strangers who do something for someone they don't know. Nurses, religious volunteers, coaches, and unrecognized artists all over Instagram are heroes. We are all heroes, dear ladies and gentlemen. And with that, I can absolutely tell you that we do not need to feel like heroes nowadays because, as you can see, we're all here, and different people that have outstanding achievements are also. That is why our criteria today is everyone is a hero, not everyone acts hero. We are all heroes here. Our first argument for today's amazing tournament was that heroes reveal through professions, and yes, we truly believe so. I mean, as our amazing teachers, you have chosen this profession. You have become someone's hero. You have become heroes of our world. Our second argument was volunteers are our everyday heroes, and we have proved, we are sure we have proved, we know we have proved that volunteers are our everyday heroes by giving amazing examples from our amazing speakers of the opposition team. Our third argument was our parents are our everyday heroes, and we know that our parents are that. I mean, look at you, dear young ladies and gentlemen who are sitting right here, who are debating, who are doing what you guys love. It's just mwah, the cherry on top of the world. Our fourth argument was everyday heroes make new discoveries, and by that we have given you lots of examples of Nobel Prizes that have been actually recorded on history, that are on internet, they have been written in history, so they are heroes of our time right now, so we've got a lot of them. And that is why we are absolutely sure that heroes are a lot of them, and we do not lack of them in our time because they are right here in front of us and they are all over the world. Thank you.
Hello again, and I'd like to thank everyone for being there for this emotional and interesting game. And as you know, my name is Dasha, but I'm not a hero, and everyone sitting there are not heroes. And during this game, we've told you that being a hero means being an example. Our dear opponents gave us some great examples of people who act for others and don't think about themselves. And those people cannot be judged as people who are just doing what they might do. What our parents do, what our teachers do, firefighters do, medical workers do, and so on. And we'd like to state that being a hero means being different. And don't be offended at me, because all of you guys, you are brilliant. But being a hero means be an individual, not like others, and that's what we are playing for. Our dear opponents gave us an amazing statistic about what children think, and they claim that almost no one from those children said that he wants to be a second Nobel Prize, and he wants to give his life for others. They just gave us those examples, but they found them in the internet. And there is a huge amount of such examples in the internet, from past, from future, from present, but we have to face the fact that children are not searching for those people. They search for, as Elena said, for Eminem, for Kim Kardashian, and so on. And the ideals of our children are incorrect. That's why our house feels like of heroes. So, our dear opponents just define being a hero as doing
volunteer is a hero, professional is a hero, and people who are really heroes are heroes. But they are not the same, and we cannot define them like this. So that's why our heroes should be an example for us, and we are fighting for this position. But people just don't see that being a hero means being different and believing in something that others don't, and go for the way that others wouldn't. Look on you and see that you are so special. That means being a hero. So, our dear opponents maybe just didn't listen to us very correctly, as we didn't say that being a hero means being denied. We said that being a hero means being deviant, and if they don't know what is it, it means not to be like others are, and we'd like to say it. So that's in our society where people are fighting for having much money, for having a great appearance, for being famous, for have some courage. That's a pity that it's like this. So that's why our house feels lack of heroes, a lack of humanity, and we should face the fact that our society is not so good. Talking about your great examples about journalists, about those teachers who just give their lives for others' children, why just not to tell all our children that they should consider heroes as those heroes, but not just parents who give you a birth and have some responsibility for your life, and they have to do all they can for you. Yes, they are brilliant parents, but they are not heroes. We just don't, we must not consider some ordinary things like a heroism. And the criteria of our dear opponents was being a hero doesn't mean being heroistic, but we strongly believe that it does. Our criteria was the non-understanding of word hero, and we strongly believe that because of this issue, we feel lack of heroes nowadays. So,
Opposition minus opposition.
Those are the winners.
Of course. I'm gonna give you. Oh, take a picture.
They're taking the winners.
Opposition team and opposition team. Guys, you're so sweet.
hey,
Plus the win of the proposition team or minus the win of the opposition. So you just have to put for me minus opposition plus opposition. Stop, okay.